So now we'll be looking at the simulation environment enhancements. So the first one, we have a new command called the hydrostatic pressure, and the second one is the beam enhancement. Okay. So the first one is a new feature called the hydrostatic pressure. In the simulation environment, you have the option to add fluid pressure with the new command called hydrostatic pressure. Apart from this, you have the option to decide the height of the fluid that you want, and also you have the ability to use gravity as a load. You also have the ability to use load as a uniform varying load, UVL. So we'll just quickly perform a demonstration for that. So this is the component I have. So I'll start a new study. I'll use the basic options for now and hit OK. So as you can see under structural loads, you have a new command called hydrostatic pressure. If you select that, you have the option to use the phase selection, and then you can decide which side of the cylinder you want to add the fluid. So I just use the quick pick command and select the internal phase set. Then it asks the level of fluid that I want to use. So I'll use this one as a level of fluid. So I'll use this, and then I have the option to change the direction of the fluid depending upon the orientation of the cylinder. So for now, I'll use oil as my fluid, and then save it. I'll just perform a quick simulation. So now under meshing, you have a new option for body mesh. So what body mesh will do is it will help you to perform meshing at the complex shape of the geometry. So this command is right here. So once the meshing is done, you'll see that all these complex shapes right here will you will have a detailed mesh in those areas. In the meantime, still the mesh is done, we'll move on to the next section, which is the beam enhancement. So in beam enhancement, now you have the ability to add the rigid links within the beam, and you have the option to add these rigid links either manually or automatically. So we'll just perform a quick demonstration for that. Yeah. So the mesh is ready. As you can see that the complex shapes here. So the mesh is nicely done in those areas. Moving forward to beam enhancements, I'll have to first go into the frame environment and then perform the simulation. So under new study, once you hit options, you'll see that you have the option to select the maximum rigid link length. So first I'll just use a random length, say 50 mm. I'll use the box selection. So once I'm done with that, you see this dark blue lines here. So these are the rigid link lengths. Apart from this, so see, you don't have these rigid lengths in this section and this section right here. So if you come under rigid lengths here, in the simulation group, you have the rigid lengths. So you have the option to add them manually or automatically. So first we'll do manually. So since 50 mm was not enough, I'll make it 150. And then, so the workflow for this is you first select the link, then you select the endpoint, then you select the line, and then you keep the endpoint. So if I want the endpoint to be this place, I'll just do the left click and accept. So as such, I get a rigid link here. So you can do this at multiple locations. So if you want to save time, you also have the option to do automatically. So the workflow is same. You first give the maximum rigid link length, and then you do the box selection, and hit OK. So it says that I have duplicate link lengths. So one way to delete that is you can come to the simulation environment and delete that. So I have the results ready right here. So under results, you can see that you have the option for, so now you have the option for one message stress, NA and NP. So these were some new enhancements in the simulation environment. Any questions?
For hydrostatic pressure,
Mm-hmm.
what if you have very thin structure?
Okay.
Instead of, in addition to having a body mesh, you have a shell mesh on
Yeah.
it.
Okay. You can do, yeah, you can do shell mesh or you can do the surface mesh. Yeah. Any more questions?